Hey, what's up out there? It's Dave Duford here at Final Expense Agent Mentor again today in our four-part series of the Final Expense Scam series. We're going to talk about what I like to call first rights. So stay tuned for more and find out why you want to avoid any kind of company that's going to put first rights dibs on you. So thanks for coming again, Dave Duford here at Final Expense Agent Mentor. So what exactly is first rights contracts in the final expense business, and why is it something you should be a little bit worried about? Well, bottom line with first right contracts is basically first right contracts are very similar to a kind of captive type of arrangement where you have to do business with this one particular carrier no matter the circumstances, and the consequences of not following that are usually pretty bad. So first right contracts basically stipulate that upon joining this particular agency, you have to do all your business with this agency in the respects that you have to get your final expense carriers with them. There's no options otherwise. You have to go to them in a sense to ask for permission in your business to do what you want. And I think that's a little funny, right? You know, when you're a final expense agent, you're in business for yourself. You don't have to ask anybody what to do. And if you decide to put business with somebody, it's because they've earned it, because you like doing business with them. But in my opinion, by no means should you ever have to be obligated to have a gun to your head to force doing business with one particular company because of a stupid contract. But with that said, they're there, and you've got to be aware of them. So you might be wondering, what are the consequences to breaking this rule? Well, if you watched the last video, I talked about vestation. I talked about if you leave or get terminated, that you lose those commissions for the prior several years that you were with them. They become somebody else's ownership. Now, in this particular instance, when it comes to first right contracts, most of them have a clause in the contract that basically says that if you are found to have contracted with any of these companies listed in the contract, then you have to give up a year's worth of future commission because you've broken the contract. And on top of that, I've even seen competitors out there of mine that say if you contract with a company we don't have, but we used to have within the past 12 years, that's breaking the contract. Now, how stupid is that? If they don't have the carrier and then you go get it because they don't offer it, but they used to for some whatever reason, strange things happen like that in this business, now they get to penalize you. That's the stupidest thing ever. And that's why you've got to be very wary and be very careful of what you look at when you think about joining a final expense agency. I'll tell you right now, guys, I have seen big agencies with this exact phraseology out there. These are people who are competitors of mine. They've got big agencies, and they certainly do, but the problem again is that what about you? My whole philosophy in this business is that you are in business for yourself. You've got a family to feed. You've got success to attain. You don't want to be held back by some erroneous clause in a contract. It's bogus. Because what happens if what organization you're with doesn't actually pan out? It's crazy. But that's how these companies operate. They have this veneer of family and, hey, all shucks, we love you. We're great friends of yours. But if you try to leave us, we're going to get you. It's like the mob. Final Expense Mob is what the series should be called. But anyways, my hope is that if you're looking for an agency, you ask these questions. You always review a contract before you sign it. And you want to make sure what they say matches what is written, because all that matters at the end of the day is what is written in the contract. My name is Dave Duford at Final Expense Agent Mentor at feagentmentor.com. Thank you so much for listening. As the old saying goes, give me the thumbs up if you like what I'm saying and you feel it's valuable. And also right up here in the corner, join my Final Expense No BS Sales Training Newsletter. I've got weekly training newsletters out there every week on Wednesdays, and I give lots of free stuff just for joining. Scripts, audio sales calls, audio appointment setting, you name it, you get it just for being a member. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Take care.